to encoding and overloaded. Strange. Okay. Well, hopefully it doesn't affect anything too bad. But let's move this forward. Okay, so what are we doing again? So we're gonna go over all our trades anyways. But oh god, it's minus 2 degrees right now. Um, but the overall point I'm trying to make is uh, like at this point in trading, um, I'm pretty confident that I'm able to do most things without stressing too bad and too much, and I can kind of just look at a singular market. Doesn't matter what it is. Like I could go into any single market and I can understand where price wants to go based off of certain things without having to worry too much. Right, like today, for instance, in this Discord, in our Discord group chat, whatever, we were talking about EU, right, this pair, and we were saying, what do we want EU to do today? What do we want them to do, right? Are we taking shots? Are we taking long? What are we doing, right? And obviously, you might look at it like, let's go over to here and then let's go and search EU, right? And then let's go on like, okay, that one was Black Bull, so if we go to FXCM, and then we obviously remove everything. So like, if you look at this is on a 1 day, but say you go down to 1 hour, for instance, right? Are we in the same time frame? 1 hour, 1 hour. Okay, cool. Same thing, right? Same thing. Exactly same thing. Well, obviously, this one's more like that, but you see the point, right? Exact same thing, right? Okay. So obviously, at this point, you might look at the market and you might go, okay, so we've just pushed real fucking high, right? So are we bearish or bullish? Well, technically, you might zoom out and be like, okay, so we've came up a lot, but what is the anticipation like? Are we coming down to mitigation zones? Are we trying to take highs? In my opinion, we're probably more bullish on this time frame. Well, okay, if we go as even if we stay on the 1 hour, it doesn't really matter, right? Like at this point, we understood that after we. By the way, we were taking buys here. I think you could kind of see we were taking buys up here, and we were also taking buys up here. Now we took a loss up here, and I think if we go down to the 1 minute and we go all the way over to here where we took our trades, which was over here, right? This is at the top or almost top. This was the full top, and then obviously started to break. So this was the so we took all up to here, and then we started sitting around here. These levels obviously went up a bit more, and then obviously started coming down. To where it is now, right? Simple. So obviously at this point, understanding what you wanted, right? Like for instance, TP1 was there, we ended up hitting it, right? Now this was on Wednesday, yeah. I don't think I traded Wednesday because of work. The whole of Wednesday, yeah. So I didn't trade Wednesday because I was at work, and to be quite honest, it didn't really like take much. I think we took this one trade here, and then we let it run, and then I think we might take on another trade inside of here because we looked, especially in the morning. I think this was morning. I was looking at this whole range here, and I thought there was a accumulation taking place, especially inside of these zones right here. So we thought at least a reaction point up into potentially here, as TPs, and then obviously as these formed, we wanted to take TP1s here to liquidate these highs, but because we started to break down as well, we were a little uncertain of, is it just going to be a reaccumulation? No. Again, on a reaccumulation, we can still, and there's 1 hour if we go all the way back here, we can still obviously break down, right? Because that's how it works. Now, as was noticed here, we've broken up once, okay, but where is the realistic zone for mitigations? Here. It's right here. If anything, right here was a beautiful entry. Now, I would have liked for more price to come down, but it doesn't have to, right? I think it should, and hence why my position hasn't been exited. But again, it can at any point, so it doesn't matter. And if it happens, then it happens, right? And there's many ways that you can secure profits through both of these trades. Well, we took this one, which is an 8R, and then a 7R, which was and this one almost got stopped out, as you can see. So close, and then straight down, and then yeah. I was on the 1 minute. It was a little bit more like that, but again, doesn't really matter, right? It was a bit strange. Okay, so that was that. Now, obviously today we woke up and wanted to go on these markets. We were looking at them, okay, and what did we see? So we saw that obviously we had these MBs that were pushing price up, right? Right. Now those MBs are actually coming from where? Like if we look here, right? And then technically we had this right here, which created this push. Now obviously people were looking for buys off of here, anywhere inside of here or here, right? A lot of people might have buys on like this and trying to look buys. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Like you gotta go like this or make it its own, right? Taking a buy here, like this, and this is what some people might do, but understanding that it's actually coming down, and then what happened, right? We're looking to take these highs, because what happens in structure? This is the bullshit structure you get created, right? We have our zone, we're waiting, and then bang, like it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. But again, it doesn't matter. Okay, so what we're actually looking at on this point, and this is what I was saying first thing in the morning, was we wanted to sell this shit. We wanted this to come down. I said I was bearish. I can come on Discord and show you, but there's no point because I don't need to prove anything realistically. But obviously the point is, on this 1 hour it was bullish. Now what do we get? Break higher, right? Now I understood as soon as we broke this high, I understood that this breaking structure right here, right? This was nothing more than a liquidity trap. Yeah, liquidity trap, because you've got people having their stop losses all under here, right? Stop loss here, 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 maybe even under here, right? All that shit gets grabbed, creates some more liquidity, gets liquidated, creates liquidity, gets liquidated, creates liquidity, tests, it bounces, right? Now we're probably going to get another push up to get a push down. In my opinion, that makes sense. But again, doesn't mean it's going to happen, right? And again, UJ is also bearish. So usually if UJ is bearish and EU is bullish, EU is usually bullish, but you don't follow based on of that, right? But this was the trade I was actually looking to take, right? And you can see that this is going alright now. This is only a 1 or 2.9. And this was minimum effort. Like, I literally set this up just before I started the video. I was like, you know what? Price looks like this. We're like this. Okay. So what have we done? We've pushed this. Now what are we doing? So we've redistributed essentially. This is the play. This is the redistribution. And now we're coming down. So you might be looking for buys in this side of here. But while you're looking for buys, I'm looking to sell. Right? And I know that you're going to become my liquidity. Right, but then also that potentially means that this motherfucker runs up. Now it doesn't have to run completely, because we can tell what we can liquidate, and then what bounce straight up, right? And then that can do nice with this trade. Now again, you could have effectively manage your trade. You could have your stop loss here. You know, you can have it in so many different places that you don't even need to worry about shit like that. Simply. But again, this was a trade that I literally spent about a minute looking at. I was like, okay. So obviously I wanted UJ, I wanted to go on the 1 hour, right, one of this, okay, cool. What are we looking at? Okay, boo, 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 boo. And by the way, I think if you check some of my videos from literally last week, or we said we were looking to sell from here. Now, even though market was pushing higher and higher, what do we understand? Well, we understood that just because we're liquidating this high, or this high, and this high, and then doing this BS, right, and then this, we understood that even at this point, we wanted to take this low. And even though some people are like, oh, we're so bullish on, UJ is bullish as well. True, it is bullish, but understand that the overall structure and the narrative hasn't been created yet. Okay, so of course we were coming down, and this is where I hit a 1 to 50. Right, ridiculous, by the way. So yeah, you understand 7.2, and then obviously the you'll actually do 48. No, it's not actually a 50 RR, by the way. We do 48. times 0.2, right? Which gives you 9, and then plus 7, right? Give us a 16R profit. Obviously, also on that same day, we had another 7, so 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 30, 29, 28, about 28R profit, 28%, right? So obviously, if you do the math, again, this is just ridiculous, and this is where I try to show you how stupid shit it actually is when it comes to trading, right? You would have made 14k that day, right? Ridiculous, right? That's just, okay, cool. Doesn't mean every day you're going to get that. True. It doesn't. Some days, my maximum risk is what? Maximum risk. Okay, so let's show you this. Maximum risk per day equals 2%, right? However, understand commissions. I don't know if I spelled that right. And spreads play a role into the P&L, right? Meaning, right, this is actually very straightforward. A minus 1R equals potentially a minus 1.4R, equaling potentially a minus 3RR, 3% equals, okay, this, right? So simply, even though our maximum risk is 2%, we understand commissions and we understand spreads, and sometimes that, depending on the volatility or different parts of the market, we can actually be on the wrong side, or unfortunately, we can pay more on the spreads, unfortunately. But again, it doesn't usually happen on EU because it's usually very low spreads. And commission-wise, again, it's relatively cheap, but sometimes depending on the account you have, it can be a bit. So you have to understand, calculate those. Now, understand that our loss is $1,500 a day. So, okay, if you've made 14,000, right? You don't take the money, so you don't take, right? You don't take it, right? What you do is you trade with it. So trade with it, but you need to understand that obviously the point is, if you do this, so what was it, 14,000 divided by, right, 1,500, and that will give you a very low number, maybe like a couple, 4, 5, or 9, my bad, math is that, and that equals so you're doing 14,000 divided by 1,500, right, which is your overall loss each day, and you get 9 days before you hit break even, right? So that means you have to lose 9 days in a row, twice, at $1,500 a loss. And by the way, this isn't, you wouldn't even hit this. You wouldn't hit it. Just saying, you wouldn't hit 3% a day. You would not. But we understand that there's a potential, or there's a possibility of hitting that. So we apply that shit just in case, right? So worst case scenario, that does happen, and worst case scenario, we lose 9 days in a row, unfortunately, and then we hit. Then, after all of that unfortunate bullshit, then we hit break even. Which again, the odds on that is so low, because 9 days in a row losing, it's a big loss. Let's just say that, big loss streak, but it's doable. Anyways, what is the plan this week? I don't even know. I don't even know what I do. I'm bullish as fuck on this shit. I'm bullish. Don't be like, why bullish? You be shorting. Well, because it's short. It sells. Anyways, same with this. Okay. Also, this was like literally the easiest thing I saw. Like, I think I said to you in this video, I was looking at it and I saw the price break down, but then immediately I was like, okay, let's just scale down to like a 15 or a 5 minute. And then what did I see? What did I see? I saw a potential 1,000, right? So I was like, okay, we'll wait. But then what did I see on the 1 minute? This was beautiful, right? This high broke, right? This supply zone, right? Failed, and at that point you could basically sell from up here because you understand that you're already in what model. You already understand you're selling the market. So at this point, when you hit this validation of this kind of right here, you could immediately go like this. Like, this is valid, by the way, and then you can say, yeah, let's take it to here. And that gives you a 1 to 8, right? And then obviously you run that. And obviously both trades would look ridiculous, right? Just running that beautifully in the background, obviously. So yeah, and again, no, we might not, but again, the likelihood is that again with this trade we can also do something like this, right? We might even take this high. We might go something like maybe I don't know. It could go sideways, literally consolidate, but the over expectation is what? Take that though. So it could definitely do some playing around up here as well, which makes sense. But yeah, the overall expectation is price come down. So yeah, and obviously GBP, AUD, or Australian dollar, bullish, bullish. But I've always said I wanted to get the mitigation down here, so I'm gonna wait till the price actually comes down and then take my trades from there, because realistically it makes more sense. In this zone, this is where I wanted it. But again, if I looked at this model or whatever, what do we have? I mean, consolidation for the last 100 days or whatever. So since September all the way till November. So yeah, a lot of time, just under 100 days, I say. Hold on, let's just double check. From basically here, 60 days. What am I about 100 days? I don't even know. But yeah, a lot of consolidation. So this, in my opinion, is more of one day. Let's check. I can't lie, I think I'm more bearish on this. Yeah, I think I'm more bearish on this. I actually think the price will come down. Yeah, I think the price will come down. Honestly, I'm looking at it now. I don't even think the price wants to stay up. I mean, sure, market structure is bullish, but you can't even like, nah. Honestly, I'm more bearish on this now. Honestly, I'm actually looking for sells rather than buys. I'm looking for sells. You know what? 100, yeah, sells. More bearish. Doesn't make sense to go up, honestly. I mean, it could come up to here and mitigate, but overall, I think the over expectation is what? Down. So, overall, I'm bearish on this. On a high time frame, obviously. But yeah, I think that's everything I've done for the day. So, I don't think I should really go through much else. But hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys tomorrow. See ya. Peace.